you're like, oh, it took Guardiola 12 months, £400 million,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it took.
Don't forget don't forget that £400 million, George.
Yeah, that helps a little bit, by the way.
Yeah,
The £400 million that
just
he's not going to get.
Just a little.
Liverpool, it took Klopp 3 years to get to where he is now. Again, massive spending, but I'll tell you the difference. In the first 6 months, with both Klopp and Guardiola, you could see what they were trying to do. They didn't have the right players to do it, but you could see what they were trying to do.
I agree with you.
Well, you can't say that about us after 6 months. I haven't a bloody clue what he's trying to do. But you could see what Guardiola was trying to do, even though he had the wrong players playing out from the back, and they were all saying, oh, John Stones is giving the ball away, and
yes,
these players these full-backs aren't up to it, to playing out from the back, and his goalkeeper can't play out from the back, he's giving the ball away. But he made them carry on doing it. He persisted with it. Didn't somebody beat them 4-0?
Somebody trashed them, yes,
Nobody trashed them 4-0, and everybody was saying, "Oh, Guardiola, he's no idea what English football's about."
And he lost to United.
Yeah.
Yes, that was
you could see what his intention was, and then he brought the right players in to play for his system. So, if I could see what Emery's intention was, and you think, yeah, well, that player's not good enough, this player's not good enough, but you can see when he gets that player in that place, what we're going to improve, we're going to be better. Like Liverpool, last year, the year before, you could see how he had them attacking and the high energy, and you thought, if he gets his defence right, they'll have a team here. And then he went out and spent 75 million on Van Dijk and 70 million on his goalkeeper, and lo and behold, yes, he's got his defence right, and now they're a much better team. Well, you tell me, if you give Emery £150 million for 2 new absolute top world-class players in a position, you tell me that will make a big difference. How will it make a difference? Because how are we playing? What positions would you have somebody coming in that would make a big difference?
I have absolutely no idea, George. I never miss a game. Never miss a Premier League game.
No,
I have absolutely no idea.
You can't tell me because you don't bloody know, because you don't know what the vision is. You can't think, hey, I tell you what, if he just gets a left back, because I tell you what we're doing, we're attacking down the flanks with our wing backs.
Yes.
If he just gets that right, well, hang on a minute, you're not going to get 2 better wing backs than Hector Bellerin and Seed Kolasinac.
Yeah, the tank himself.
You're just not.
Yes.
So that's not the weakness. Well, you've got your wonderful defensive midfielder now in Torreira. That's not the weakness. You've got Xhaka, who is absolutely incredible. No matter what people say about him, his figures for passing forward, for creating, for holding the ball are this world. Who are you going to get? You don't need that replacing. You've got Aubameyang and Lacazette. You're not going to get 2 better strikers than that. That won't change. You've bought Leno. He's supposed to be your answering goalkeeper. That's not going to make us a lot better. Where's this player going to come in and make us a lot better? A centre-back? Really? A centre-back's going to do what? What's a centre-back going to do?
Yeah, well,
they're going to stop us conceding as many? No, because it's the number of opportunities that they're making, that they're creating. Centre-back, no matter how good they are, can't stop. If they're having 20, 30 dudes at goal, it doesn't matter how good your centre-backs are, they're not going to stop the goals being scored. And Socrates is not a bad centre-back. Rob Holding, he's not a bad centre-back. Koscielny's been one of the best centre-backs in the league consistently for the last 6-7 years. they're not grossly weak. You know, there's no point, there's no position in our team where you can think that's a real weak spot.
Well, George,
or am I missing it? Am I not seeing it? Have I got big glasses on that I think the players are better? You tell me a position where we're really, really weak in that team.
Oh, we don't have a creative midfielder, George. We don't have the best box-to-box midfielder playing regularly. Oh, yeah. I mean, you haven't even spoken about Ramsey. We don't play him on a regular basis, and we spoke about Ozil already. Those are the weaknesses. Where are you going to? Who are the players you're going to get to replace them? Dennis Suarez, a reject from Barcelona. I may not be an expert, but I cannot see how that player is going to make us better. He's the equivalent of Mkhitaryan, in my opinion. And Mkhitaryan has not made us better.
That's right. That's about the level. Yeah, I would say so. That's a fair assessment.
I've seen him play a bit for Barcelona. I'm not a big La Liga fan. But
who's he going to play? Who's he going to play instead of? That's your point. Who's he going to eat? Let's say we bring him in. Who does he play instead of? Iwobi. Well, Iwobi's been one of our best performers, actually. So you're saying that he's going to be better than one of our better positions at the moment. Well, maybe he is slightly better than Iwobi, but is it going to make that much difference, really? Is it going to make a Van Dijk difference? Please,
I agree with you there. I don't know if you. Well, we don't have the money, but if we even had the money to chuck at the problem, I'm not sure this is the man to chuck to spend it. I know that there's going to be a lot of dissent on that. George, we have Chelsea coming up this weekend. Let's try to tie this all together. That's going to be a huge challenge. What are your thoughts?
Honestly, my thoughts are I don't want to watch the game.
Really?
I'm that frightened of what's going to happen. I don't want to watch the game. Having said that, if we play like we played against Spurs, then we have every chance. But if we play like we've played against everybody else, bar Spurs, we'll lose, and we'll lose heavily. That's my opinion.
Well, George, this team has a habit of being contrarian. They'll be on a losing streak or a bad streak, and then just like the Spurs game, they play way above their level. So we have to give that possibility, but we have to be concerned and be somewhat fearful that we could get a shellacking against Chelsea because they're in good form.
They are
playing very well,
even if they haven't got a striker.
Exactly, and of course everybody fears that Giroud might come and score on us, which I don't know.
That'll be fun, won't it?
Yeah, but you know what, George? Let us make the fans. We are all Arsenal. We are hoping for we are hoping for the best. We do not want to lose to Chelsea, but I am going to say this. This is not going out on a limb. If we lose that game badly, I think the manager is going to find his position very, very untenable. Because
no, I don't think so. I don't think we're anywhere near that stage, to be honest.
You don't.
I don't.
You don't?
No, I think you've got to give him more time than that. If we did that, would we just be? I don't know what we'd be like. We'd be like Everton or
George. This fan base. This fan base has a tendency to overreact.
They do, Shotta. But I think this. To be fair, there's so many of them invested in the hope that Emery's a success because they've committed so much of their energy to it because they so much wanted Arsene Wenger out. The vast majority of them will be frightened to come out and publicly have a go at the manager, even though they may want to. He'll get. He has more time than if it had been just a normal managerial replacement after a couple of years. You know what I'm saying? Like another club. If he'd come in to Chelsea 6 months in, this was happening, his position would be in doubt.
Or United.
Or a United. Or a Liverpool. Or a Manchester City.
Yes, they're not going to.
But he's not. He's coming in to Arsenal, and there was so many so invested in getting rid of Wenger. They don't want to. They won't. The last thing they want to do is turn on the man. It'll be a last resort for them.
Well, let's hope for that, George.
Not because they think he's doing a good job, but for their own egos, they won't be able to hold their hands up and say, "Do you know what? Well, this isn't working." So I think he'll get time. I don't think even a good beating from Chelsea will be anywhere near putting his job under threat. And nor should it, really. Because who's going to replace him? You know?
Yes, because
who's going to replace him?
There's not a lot of managers out there.
No.
Well, you and I have our own favorite, but we'll leave that question out there. Well, we have had the inimitable, the forthright, the one and only, or the Arseblagger, the pedantic George. Thank you, George, for being our guest here on Unite for VAR. This podcast is now available on Spreaker, YouTube, SoundCloud, Facebook, and on the blog itself. This has been Shotta from Unite for VAR. As always, truth and rights every time.